What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Poke Office. My name is Colin. Today we're going to talk about how I got my distributor in Pokemon. It's over a year ago now, so I want to talk about the strategies I did before emailing the distribution companies in Canada. Then I want to talk about what I've done in the last year since to actually become a fairly big Pokemon seller in the Canadian space, and the way I've been able to wheel and deal and just actually get the cash flow going. Because now, with Phantasmal Flames coming out next week as I'm recording this, I'm getting a decent chunk of it, and it's a little bit scary. I have to continue upping my game because the credit card keeps getting charged more. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of in an uncomfortable spot. I've never spent this much money in my life ever on anything, and now it's happening on a month-to-month basis. So we're going to talk about the start, the middle, and now leveling up still, because it's continually a learning process. But I think in the grand scheme of things, I've done a very good job to build this thing up, invest in myself, invest in my business, and get on the grind, And that's really the nuts and bolts of it. It's been a grind. I have been grinding Pokemon for over 3 years now. So that's the starting place. Back in 2021. Was it 2021? I think it was 2021. I started opening Pokemon cards. It was during Fusion Strike, Lost Origin, Brilliant Stars, all that era. I know I said those in the wrong order, but I opened lots of Evolving Skies. I opened up lots of Fusion Strike, lots of celebrations. I was really into it during that phase. And pretty quick after, I started watching YouTube content. Guys like PokeRev and guys like PokeVault and people, as they were actually fairly small. They were still big channels, but not as big as they've become. And I thought to myself, really naively, I've told the story lots of times, I could do that. It's easy. I get to open Pokemon cards on YouTube for fun and make some money on YouTube. And little did I know that that's not how things work. But naively, I started, and I bought some Pokemon cards to start ripping 10 packs per video, and I was grinding 3 videos a week. I'd record them on Sunday nights because I worked full-time, and then I'd just schedule them to release Monday morning, Wednesday morning, Friday morning. And for 2 years, a little over 2 years, I did not miss a video. I was grinding hard. And sometime in the last 6 to 9 months, I don't even know when, I stopped doing 3 videos a week because I just literally couldn't keep up with it. But the point of this story is that I had this starting place, because back to the distribution talk, right now, as Pokemon's really hot, and back then in 2021 when Pokemon was really hot, it's not like distributors were just, hey, come grab an account with us, come spend up money. Lots of people wanted distribution. And right now, who are you to distribution? You're just another number. I'm just another number. I spend lots of money at distribution, and I'm just another number, right? Yeah, they say that they appreciate me, and they probably do. I'm spending over $100,000 every couple months here. So, it's a lot. But there's so many people in line that would happily spend that much money if I wasn't. You know what I mean? I'm very replaceable. And I think that's the mindset we need to come at this with. If you actually want to start a Pokemon business, you are replaceable. So what are you going to do to stand out and to continue being on the radar? Because if you just send an email, literally, you can go on Pokemon Center or the Pokemon company's website, it's not Pokemon Center, and look up distribution companies, and it'll list them all wherever country you're in, and you can go to their website, you can go phone them, you can go email them, but they get tens, maybe hundreds of emails per week. Who are you? You're replaceable, right? So the whole point of me telling this is because I grinded on YouTube, making 3 videos a week, buying stuff on Marketplace, selling stuff on Marketplace, buying stuff from online retailers, selling stuff online, getting the content out there, getting my name known for 2 years, over 2 years before I sent an email to distribution. This isn't just a get rich quick scheme. This is a lifestyle that you need to have. And I'm rambling a little bit, but the entire thing, I think if you want a Pokemon distributorship, you got to love Pokemon. Now, I know there's businesses that like Magic, or they like Yu-Gi-Oh, or they like One Piece, or they like Disney, or whatever it's going to be. They don't love Pokemon, but they still carry Pokemon. I think if you're going to be a strictly Pokemon distributor or just Pokemon store, you have to be into it, right? You look at Brian Pokene, man, he's on YouTube all the time watching content. He's grinding away. He knows about the new sets. He knows about the rumblings going on in Pokemon. He knows about the news. He knows about all the rumors happening. He knows. I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch content every day. It's a lifestyle. So you got to love it. And then you got to put the time in because, like I said, you're replaceable. So who are you to this distributor? Just some schmuck on the street. And I don't mean that negatively, but I was a schmuck on the street. And luckily, I grinded and I grinded and I grinded and I grinded, making videos. And I was selling tens of thousands of dollars worth of goods on a monthly basis before I had distribution. So now I go to the distributor and I have this nice long paragraph essay thing that's not too long because I didn't want to waste too much of their time. I thought about it lots. I wrote it out quite a few times. And now I can say, hey, I have a YouTube channel with 15,000 subscribers. It was 12,000 subscribers back at when I sent the email. And I sell like $10,000 to $20,000 worth of Pokemon goods every month already. I do a rip and ship live stream every Thursday night. I also have a series of buyers locally that I can sell to. I go to shows. All of these things working for me. I have the capability and the ability to move this product. And I'm really interested in working with you. Is there anything we can do? And 2 out of the 3 big ones in Canada that I emailed me back within the week. Right? Like, that's pretty exciting. And now, that happened in September, October of 2024. So right before Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks was my first allocation, and I got 1 case of booster boxes just because the guy was really nice. Like, he said, hey, we usually try and help out a new account by giving them a little bit. And here we are, right? So that's pretty crazy, but it took, I've been saying 2 years, but it was over 2 years of grinding. Now, so, I mean, what have I talked about so far? You have to grind. Who are you? How are you going to stand out? And have some proof in the pudding, like you're able to move some product. Put content out there. It gets your name out. It's uncomfortable at times, but it helps you grow your business. It's really amazing. Because before that, how was I able to move $10,000 and $20,000 worth of product? Well, I'd buy something and then I'd say, hey, I got this website on my YouTube videos. Hey, I'm actually selling this box right now. You could go buy it. And literally, YouTube has allowed me to do that, where I could say, hey, I have this new Mega ETB. It's listed online right now. And if you're a YouTube subscriber, you get 5% off. And it would sell within the hour of my video releasing. So YouTube or content in general is very, very beneficial to you. Now, next, I started grinding. And this is the biggest strategy as you get the distributorship, is just like, yes, yes, yes. I've talked about it on the live streams, the Office Dogs podcast, which happens on Tuesday nights here at the Poke Office. So come check us out. It's at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, Tuesday nights. And while I'm shouting it out, I also do a rip and ship live stream, 4 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern on Thursday nights, which is a lot of fun. The community is epic, and we do a lot of fun things, including eating hot dogs, a little bit of twerking, all the things. Anyways, this is the strategy. Say yes. Always say yes. Doesn't matter what kind of stuff they're sending my way. I'm just like, yep, please send me that. And while you're at it, could you actually send me a little bit of this as well? You know, if you watch Brian at PokeNE, I keep shouting him out because I'm kind of following in his footsteps, to be honest with you. I'm a couple years behind him. And he sits on a throne of building battle boxes or like deck boxes or whatever they are, right? I think they're the Corviknight deck boxes. I don't have a throne, but I have some junk in the back room that I've taken on just because, hey, my rep is sending me an email about stuff for sale. I'm going to respond to that and make sure that he knows my name. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to respond to everything. I'm going to put an order in every single week, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it means I'm going to get 2 hours less sleep tonight because I have to continue working hard to sell this and listing it on every single Facebook group and every single marketplace and every single everything. I'm going to grind. And then so many of these things, I've been very fortunate because of the YouTube channel, but also just with the relationships I've built, that I can move this product really at worst at break even. There's a few things that I've lost money on. There's been some deck boxes that I pay 25 and 30 Canadian for each, and I sell them at 10. But hey, I said yes. I got my name out there a little bit more. I built that relationship up. I showed them that, yes, I am willing to play this game with you. Even though I don't love all the prices that I'm paying, even though Pokemon is hot right now, even though anything, any excuse right here, even though excuse, ... I'm going to do it. And that's what I've been doing. Set by set, my allocation has grown a little by little. And that's, I think, fairly abnormal in how hot Pokemon has been. Like, I have to give myself a big pat on the back, because in the span of a year, I've gone from literally a nobody to getting a pretty decent sized allocation for Phantasmal Flames next week. Like, I'm getting a decent sized chunk of booster boxes. I'm getting a decent sized chunk of every ancillary product and a pretty big chunk of the UPCs, like more than I actually expected. And that's because I've put the work in. I've put the work in building the relationships. I've put the work in at selling things at break even, like tens of thousands of dollars worth of goods at break even. What's the benefit to that? PokeNE, one more time, I'm going to shout him out. You should go check him out if you've never seen his channel. But my goodness, like, he said it beautifully last week. And he said, I had to tell my wife that this isn't just me spending money for the sake of spending money. This is me investing in my business. This is me investing in the distributor. This is me investing in my allocation moving forward. And that's where it's been, right? I spend big money with distribution, and then I work hard to sell it so that I get the money back so that I can ship more money to them, and they charge my credit card, and then I pay off the credit card, and then they charge my credit card. It's just this constant cycle. And even though my allocation has been increasing, it's like there's a hunger deep within me that I don't want that to be it. You know, I'm not ready to just sit idly by and take my allocation and not try and improve it. No, for Mega 3, I want my allocation to be bigger. That means I'm going to spend more. That means I'm going to work hard for the next 2 months, right? Like, Phantasmal Flames comes out, great. But now I'm just going to pour every dollar of profit back into the business and buy more and buy more and buy more. Now, I've talked about, like, I have some stuff in the back room for my more investment in my business that's sitting there gaining some value over time, as we all know that Pokemon boxes do. But this is the beautiful thing, and I think it's a really good strategy for your average person. I have a full-time job, right? Like, this isn't just, Pokemon's not my job. Pokemon's my hobby, and it's growing into a second full-time job. I'm very tired right now as I'm recording this video. Like, I was at a show all day yesterday. I've been grinding all week, and no rest for the weary because I'm back to work my Monday to Friday job tomorrow morning as I'm recording this on Sunday afternoon. But, oh well, let's go, baby, because I want to grow the business more. I'm addicted to growing my Pokemon business. But the reason I tell you that is I take a little bit of profit now, actually. I've gotten to the point where if I go to a card show and do really well, me and my business partners take a little bit of money. But not very much. Not very much, my goodness. It all goes back to pay the credit card off and then to boost the bank account, because the Phantasmal Flames allocation is going to cost me tens of thousands of dollars. And yeah, am I going to make some money on it? Yeah, but then I'm going to go buy extra and restock and sell for break even for another 2 months until the specialty set in January comes out. You know, like, it's just a constant thing. So that's where I'm at now. Phantasmal Flames, my order is going to be greater than $20,000 Canadian for wave 1, which that's what I said in the introduction. This is still scary to me. Like, my credit card is going to be charged over $20K this weekend. Or this week coming up. That's scary. Like, man, I don't need to tell you too much about my personal life, but that's like a big chunk of my annual income that I'm spending on Pokemon cards in a week. And that's a little bit eye-opening. Like, sometimes I kind of gawk at it and I'm speechless because, yikes, like, that's a lot of risk coming my way, you know? So, and yet the more comfortable I get with it, the more it grows. And then I get a little bit more credit limit on the credit card. And then I spend a little bit more. And then I'm outside of my comfort zone again. But isn't that business in general? Isn't it getting outside of your comfort zone, figuring out the problem and coming up with a solution? Like, that's what it is. So I think that's like in kind of a roundabout way where this video is coming to a conclusion is we started by grinding. We made it to the middle by grinding to sell at break even to get the allocation up. And now it's like, yeah, I actually do make profit in Pokemon, but I'm still grinding. You watch Danny Phantom, man, the guy is a machine. He grinds day after day after day. He's been doing it for 10 years. Pokemon's a grind. It's not this get rich quick scheme, even though Pokemon is super hot right now. Like, that's the beautiful thing right now is that Pokemon is easy to sell. There's a lot of people who want it. But the worst part is that to restock Pokemon cards right now is extremely, extremely expensive. Like, it's definitely not wholesale prices. We all know that. We all know that already. But anyways, it's just a grind. I love it. This is the roundabout thing. Grind, love it, go to sleep. Grind, love it, go to sleep. Maybe there's some eating in there because, I mean, yeah, I'm healthy. Anyways, hopefully you found this video helpful. You got to grind. You got to start making content and then show that you are somebody before just asking for a license to buy Pokemon cards because you're a nobody. You have to prove it. Prove it by working hard. That's my message to everyone. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and come hang out Tuesdays for the Office Dogs podcast, Thursdays for the live stream Rip and Ship. Or if you're local, just message me. I'm always ready to talk Pokemon. Appreciate y'all, and I'll see you next time. Peace!